When I had my business, I would get, say, a $25,000 check. I'd go to the bank, I'd be super happy, I'd put it in there, and then I'd wake up 3 days later and my bank account would be back down to like $1,000. This is the life of a general contractor, I told myself, and lo and behold, it was like that for a really long time until I met some other general contractors who told me that that isn't the way you have to be. In fact, if you just put the hammer down and learn a couple of things about the other trade that you've decided to perform, which is owning a business, you will take your company from a very difficult financial place to an extremely successful place. There aren't that many general contractors out there. We're kind of a dying breed. Stay with me on this. I promise you'll understand how your money works a little bit better at the end of this video. I'm Charlie McDowell. This is the General Contractor Network. Let's go.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay, cash flow. Where does this lie in the priority of things as far as you discovering the issues that your construction company might have? Let's go over real quick. Cash flow is all the way down at number 5. The first thing you have to do is fix your talent. Then you fix your estimating, then you fix your bidding, then you fix your contracts, and then you can fix your cash flow. You cannot fix your cash flow if you don't have talent, estimating, bidding, and contracts dealt with. Cash flow is actually pretty easy to solve if you've got the other things working in your business. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a water tank analogy, and I'm going to draw a little picture because I like using pictures. I'm not a good artist, but whatever. Here is your homeowner. Here's your homeowner's check, right? And here's your bank account. Your bank account is currently a giant open pipe. Down here, you got your subcontractors, you got your building suppliers, and you owe them because you bought stuff from them to do the work for this job right here, this guy. Okay, so the check goes in to your bank account. You get all excited, and then boom, it goes right out and into the guy's pockets of the people you owe. Awesome. I pay my bills fast. I'm a good contractor. But guess what? No money stayed in your bank account. Why did no money stick in your account? First of all, you didn't care to take out the profit and overhead that was a part of that check and put it in another bank account, so that covers your operating costs. So that was first thing. Number 2, you didn't restrict the opening of your bank account at all. This is you, and you're sad. You're not a happy guy because you don't have any money in your bucket. This is your bucket over here, your profit bucket. It's empty. No. All right, I'm gonna show you what this should look like. So instead of that horrible situation, let's now take a look at what happens if you have proper cash flow management. Okay, so got your homeowner and they've got their check, and now your bank account looks like this. Okay, and here is the subcontractors, the building suppliers. They've got their buckets and they're ready. Come on, general, get me paid. And here's you over here. Here's your bucket, right? Okay, so money comes in, right? The money hits the bottom of your account. You're at $0 because you don't have good cash flow. But because your bank account isn't just an open, giant, gaping, empty sieve where money just falls out of it, this check then turns into dollars magically and fills up your account. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna install a spigot. Very fancy. This spigot is going to be controlled by who? Who's controlling the spigot? You are. You're the general contractor. This spigot now gets turned on just enough to pay this bill, to pay this bill. Now everybody's happy. There's money in the account. There's 2 guys. The subs and the material suppliers are getting paid. And now here comes another check, right? From another homeowner. Awesome. This check goes in. Now all of a sudden your bank account is full of money, right? Those 2 $25,000 checks you put in there, yes, it's going down slowly, but it's not going down so fast that you can't recoup some of your costs. Okay, all of these green dots inside this is your operating capital. Operating capital only exists when there's an accumulation of money. The money inside this bank account should be divided into 3 sections. Down here is your direct costs, so money for materials and labor. Then you've got your overhead. That's for insurance and workers' comp and all that kind of good stuff. Then up here, you've got your profit. Okay, if you're getting to the point where you have steady cash flow, you can install a spigot in your bank account that siphons off the profit. Okay? Now, this is you. You're very happy. right? Yay. Because now you're siphoning off profit, filling up your profit bucket, and you're not digging into your overhead or your direct costs. Now, like I said, you cannot know this stratification or these layers until you fix your contracts and your bidding and estimating. If you don't set up your business this way, you might be able to function with just really high profit margins and making sure that that profit is included in every invoice. So some guys will just say, look, you owe me $5,000. I'm going to add another $5,000 on top of that. And that's my margin. And here's your bill. And now all of a sudden you've just got 10K in the bank and you only owe 5. And now you've got 5 left over. And that's how they build their cash flow. But that's just a shotgun method for developing capital. It's not really a strategic way that can facilitate growth, right? You want to be more specific. We all know the laborer that just rolls in heavy with the nail gun and just boom, 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 boom. It's like, dude, be more intentional with what you're doing, okay? Just think of it as a flow. It's a river, river of money. Who doesn't like that? If you have any more questions, just go ahead and leave some comments below. This has been the General Contractor Network. I appreciate you guys stopping by and staying till the end. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.